Hi, I'm Kit Kelly, and Happy Lunar New Year! And in today's class, I'll teach you how to do in a super easy way a lantern from PKXD Lunar New Year for you to decorate your home, play with, and light up this new year that is starting now! But before you say, "But Kit Kelly, I don't know how to do it," I'll let you know there's no problem cause I'm here to help you, and here's what you're gonna need: a pencil to make the sketch, a pen to outline or drawing, an eraser to erase the sketch later, and also colored papers of the colors you want, and a regular paper to make the sketch and mold of our lantern, a cord or string. I'll use golden, but you can use any color you have. We're gonna need scissors and glue, and I'm also gonna use a compass, but be very careful in this part. Ask an adult for help because we need to use something sharp to make some holes in the paper, so be careful, and anything else you want to use to decorate your lantern. And the most important is subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell to always be the first to receive new videos. And now that you're a SubsKit, like it and let me know you're enjoying this kind of content of do it yourself, and I'll keep you bringing you more. So let's get started. So first I'm gonna fold my sheet, which is rectangular, joining the top with the side, cause I need a square sheet to make our lantern, and this fold will make a perfect square. Then mark this fold well, and that rectangular part at the bottom will also fold to mark and cut, cause we won't need it. If you prefer, you can cut it with scissors so you don't risk tearing your paper. I'm gonna fold this square in a half to form a triangle, and again in a half to make an even smaller triangle, okay? Mark this fold well, and now we're gonna unfold it, and the marking will be very clear here in the middle. So I'm gonna fold one end to the side, leaving the tip of this part out of the triangle, as I'm doing here. The fold limit is when the top part reaches the middle line that we marked. Now fold the other side until it touches this fold that we just did, okay? It gets a little crooked, but no problem, that's how it is. Your paper will look like this. Now with the ruler, I'm gonna mark a straight line that goes from the top to the bottom, and now I'm gonna draw an ellipse in the middle of this line, below the last fold we made. I'm gonna draw it as if it were a petal, so the top part is thinner and pointy, the sides follow the ellipse, and the bottom part is a little straighter. Now outline the right strokes with a pen, cause we will need to cut that paper, and it looked like this. Let's discard all these parts and keep only the petal. And when you unfold this paper, ta-da! It looks like a flower! And let's turn this flower into the lantern. This white paper is the template. I'll outline it with a pencil on the colored paper. You can use paper of the color you want. And if you don't have colored paper, you can do it in a regular white paper and color it as you prefer. You can also use this template to make as many lanterns as you want. And on the top of each petal, I'm gonna draw another little ball, and then just cut it out. And wait, what? Oh, it's here! This is the part we're gonna need. Now I'm gonna mark a ball in the middle of this flower, and one more in each ball we made on top of the petals. And attention now, in this part we'll need the help from an adult because we need to pierce the paper. So I'm gonna put the rubber under where I want to pierce it. I'm gonna take the sharp end of the compass and put it on the ball that we marked on the paper, which is where we need to pierce it. But be very careful in this part, ask for help from an adult. And repeat this hole on all the petals. You don't need to make a very big hole so you don't tear the paper. And be careful not to pierce your finger, huh? Now leave this flower waiting. I'm gonna get the cord. I'm using golden cause it matches the colors of the event. I'm gonna bend it several times and cut it into smaller pieces. Turn it into several separate strands of equal size like this. Then I'm gonna fold these threads and join the ends, but this time I'm not gonna cut. I'm going to take the folded part and tie a simple knot, leaving a part on top where in a little while we'll pass another piece of the cord to hang this this decoration under our lantern, okay? Now we need to get another piece of paper. This time I'm gonna use yellow. I'm gonna mark a long strip of 1.5 centimeters and we're gonna cut it. And soon I'll explain how we're gonna use it. But for now, leave it on the side and take the other part that we made first. We're gonna roll the petals a little to make it curved. Don't force too much so you don't wrinkle the paper. It has to be delicate. And now with the yellow strip, I'm gonna make a circle under the lantern. Then roll the paper and mark the size you want your circle. Cut it out, and as we're gonna need 2 circles, you can use the rest of the paper strip to make the other. So now we're gonna roll and glue this circle. I'll also need some more pieces of paper. I'm using the leftovers of this strip that I cut, cause we will need just a little bit and it can be thinner too. So after gluing the circle, we measure a piece a little bigger than the circumference we made and cut it. Then we fold one end, measure until it reaches the other side and fold it too. Cut the leftovers so it doesn't get too big, and we're gonna paste these folded parts inside the circle. Are you wondering what is this for? It's to hold this part in the lantern. It'll be the top and bottom finish. Now I'm gonna repeat it to make an X and stay well fixed when gluing. And paste forming the X, and you can paste where the strips across in the middle too. Now let's repeat to make one more and reserve this part for now. Let's go back to the detail of the cord. I'm gonna take another line to pass into that loop that we left at the top and tie this line to be tight. And this long line that we just passed will be stuck inside the lantern to leave the rest hanging under it. Cut the leftovers and save the cord so we can go back to the yellow detail. To pass the cord through it, I'm gonna pierce the middle of the X the same way we made with those holes in the red paper at the beginning, so ask an adult for help with this part too. And to make this hole wide enough to pass the cord, I'll put the tip of the pencil to gradually widen it until I think it's good enough. Be careful to not tear it, but if it tears, it's okay, so I'll pass another alternative for this part. I'm gonna pass the string through this hole and pull, and I'm gonna pass the cord also through the hole we made in the middle of the red paper, remember? And not inside the lantern so it doesn't come out, and then we can cut the leftover above the knot. And we can't forget to glue the yellow part on the lantern, so put a little bit of glue on each part of that X we made of paper, just enough to fix that part. This part is ready. Now with another piece of cord, I'm gonna tie a knot at one end and pass it through the holes we made in the balls of each petal, remember? To join them and close our lantern. It's very easy, you just need patience. Tie a knot at the end after closing it, uniting all the parts, and we're gonna put the top detail, just like we put the bottom one. Remember that I said I would give you some ideas on how to paste it. You can pass the cord through the X gaps instead of piercing in the middle, but you can also make this hole like we did on the bottom. Or you can even cut the middle off and use only the sides of the X to glue. Now our lantern is almost ready. There's only one small detail left: decorate it. To make it easier, you can draw on the petal before assemble the lantern. I decided to assemble it first because I'll make the drawings directly with the pen, so it will be easier. But I could have done the sketch before closing, so it wouldn't be so unstable. But this way is a great training for you to make your hand lighter. Remember that in every drawing, the first thing I say is to draw very light, so this way your drawing won't be marked when we erase the sketch. I'm gonna draw with a yellow marker because this one works on colored papers, but if you don't have markers, you can draw on another paper and stick it to the lantern, which is also super cool. I'm gonna make some drawings inspired by PKXD lanterns and Lunar New Year, but you can draw whatever you want. Now all you have to do is repeat and make several lanterns to decorate your home. And we finish our Lunar New Year lantern, and look how beautiful it is! I love this art so much, and I hope you like it too. And use a lot of creativity to customize them, and if you want more papercraft tutorials, comment a cool art idea for us to make. This lantern is super easy to make, I'm sure you can do it, and you can decorate it however you want. If you want You can even put lights inside it. It will be super beautiful lit. And you can also just draw the lanterns if you don't have the materials to make it now. But now we need to see how it will look hanging, because the lanterns have to fly. Look how beautiful it is, guys. It's a super cute decoration. I'm sure you'll love to do it. Now don't forget to share this video with all your friends. Comment what you like the most. And if the comments are disabled, follow me on my social medias at KidKylieOfficial with only one F. Now comment what else you wanna see here in the channel, like it, and see you in the next video. Bye!